Hello, welcome. I'm Vicky Devaney, a learning designer at the University of London. I will showcase some excellent practice from one of our modules which use podcasts to add authenticity to the teaching content. Podcasts are not a new technology, and there are different definitions of what a podcast is. For the purposes of this video, I'm referring to an audio recording of a speaker or speakers which is embedded into a VLE.
Hello everyone. My name is Maria. I am a senior lecturer, sometimes an artist, and permanently a cat mom.
Last year I started working with Dr. Maria Iranova from Royal Holloway, who came to me with lots of ideas for a module we're developing together. The module is about international business, and it sits in our BSc Business Administration programme. Maria's idea was to record a series of podcasts that recounted stories from her own life in the world of international business. Her expertise is practical as well as theoretical, and she wished to share these parts of her life with the students. Many of the stories are based on Maria's time working for a Russian fashion company. Maria explains that she moved to China to set up a new legal office for her Russian employers. In one memorable story, she describes an incident involving an employment document she intended to use for the new team in the Chinese office. The document was the same as the one used by her Russian employers and had been translated into Chinese. She was advised to seek local legal advice on the document.
My team helped me to find a specialist in employment law in one of the law agencies in Ningbo. He reviewed my document and came back with quite candid criticism. "You cannot demand this from your employees," he said. "But these are general rules," I replied. "And this is how the headquarters expect all people in the company to behave. What's wrong?" When we started a detailed conversation, I realized that there was one particular phrase that worried our consultant. On one of the pages where it mentioned what colleagues should avoid doing during working hours, such as spending time on personal matters, using office equipment for private needs, and so on, it was also stated that workers are not allowed to take samples of clothes from the office. As clothing was the main product of the company, we often had brand new fashion items in our office in China that were used as pre-production samples at some stages in the manufacturing process, but then were basically abandoned. His criticism was directed at the very fact that something like this was mentioned in an official document. If you say that they are not allowed to do so, it implies that they actually would do this on a regular basis, he explained. In other words, the core assumptions about our employees' behavior were wrong, according to the document, and this made us look pretty bad.
Maria goes on to explain that this was not her intention at all, and how she redrafted the document accordingly, and discusses the importance of not making assumptions about cultures different to our own. In another podcast, Maria tells us that she later became a master's student and learnt more about the theory of organisational behaviour and international human resource management. She reflects that there were things from her studies that she'd wished she had known when she was setting up the office in China, but also that she had instinctively managed some aspects well.
Organizations prosper only if they are underpinned by a strong, healthy culture. Thinking back, I believe this was my main achievement. In our team, we had a very nice, friendly culture of young professionals in which the elements of our national cultures were well integrated. For example, we used to go for lunch together and make mini celebrations of local festivals in our office, like it is typically done in Chinese organizations. So despite my original inclination towards individualism, I had to embrace more collectivistic values. Also, my team easily accepted new traditions that would be common in a Russian company, such as celebrating birthdays, but which are not perceived as a big deal in China, including bringing cakes and gifts and congratulating each other for personal achievements. These are very small things, but they make a huge difference to people.
Maria makes working in international business sound exciting, challenging, fulfilling and possible. In her down-to-earth style, she shares the challenges that affected her personally. The stories prepare our learners cognitively for the academic content in the module by setting the context and demonstrating why the theory is important. The podcasts are enjoyable, like listening to a radio programme, and add a break from the usual VLE activities, readings and videos. These are only 2 examples of many, but hopefully they demonstrate what we're able to achieve in this module using a simple technology. If you would like to find out more, please visit our blog at onlinelearning.london.ac.uk, where you will find a complete example of one of Maria's podcasts.